Hi students, coming to the next topic, instruction codes. Instruction codes. So here, instruction codes in the sense we are going to see in any digital computer, only we are going to process that binary information only. Codes in the sense binary information. Binary information means it is a combination of zeros and ones. Instruction. What is meant by instruction? The general definition of the instruction is nothing but it is instruct to the computer to perform specific task or operation. Instruct to the computer to perform specific task. So next one, the organization of a computer is defined by its internal registers. Internal registers means here so many registers are there. So here internal register means inside the processor, inside the CPU, internal registers are there. It has very highest accessing speed compared to the memory. With the help of registers only, we are going to transfer the data from input devices to inside memory and inside memory to output devices. So register is a fixed length of the rectangular box. That means any block diagram which represents in rectangular boxes, it has some fixed length. Inside that register it has some capacity to hold the binary values. How the binary value will hold inside the register? With the help of flip-flops. Here flip-flop is the memory cell. With the help of flip-flop only, we are going to store the binary information, either logic 0 or logic 1. Right, flip-flop is a memory cell which is used to store the binary values, either logic 0 or logic 1. So organization means it is the complete combination of internal registers and timing and control structure. This is also very important block. So which is used to which provides some timing signals like T0, T1, T2, T3, T4 and so on, depends upon our timing signals binary sequence. Sometimes if it is a 2 power 3 means 8 timing signals are possible. If it is a 2 power 4, 16 timing signals are possible, T0, T1, T2 and so on up to T15. And control timing and control means this is the both are combination to control the processing inside the ALU operations. Control in the sense we are going to generating different control signals, different bus controller signals are there. So here control in the sense with the help of a control unit we are going to generating most probably the general control signals are read and write signal. What is meant by read, what is meant by write means read in the sense we are going to reading some information from the various sources, where sources is nothing but either input devices or sometimes we are going to reading the data from the registers, or sometimes we are going to reading the data from the memory locations. Here one more control signal is write in the sense we are going to write in the sense we are going to store some information into the locations. Into the main locations means here locations are already inside the memory, so we are going to store some information inside the memory. Or one more possibility is there, that possibility is we are going to store that binary information into the memory, into the output devices. Here timing and control is used to generate the timing signals along with the control signals, which is controlled to entire environment of the architecture of the processor. Next, set of instruction is nothing but programs. So these instructions are executed by the ALU. So that is ALU is the execution block. This ALU block is inside the CPU. CPU is the master block which controls the entire environment of that motherboard. So it is acts as a human brain. Human brain is controls the entire environment of the body. Same as it is here, computer inside CPU. CPU is a very important block of the digital computer which processes the binary information only. It provides the different timing and control signal. With the help of timing and control signals, this CPU will process the binary information. Internal organization of the digital computer system. Digital system is defined by the sequence of micro operations it performs on data stored in its registers. The general purpose digital computer is capable of executing various micro operations. Micro operations is generated from the this timing and control structure. It can be instructed to what specific instruction it must perform, what type of tasks will be implemented by using these micro operation control signals. Here the user of computer can control the process by means of a program. A program set of instruction. Already we have seen that program is nothing but a group of instructions or collection of programs that specify the operations and operands. Operations specify the operations and operands. Operands is a very important keyword. Simply it is called as a data. Operands means data. So where the data we are going to receiving from the various sources like either input devices. So wherever this operand word is there, that operand indicates directly, you can say that that is the data. Simply it is the normal immediate data, and the sequence by which processing has to occur. An instruction is binary code. His instruction is a binary code. It has some fixed length, either 1 byte, 2 byte, depends upon the processor size. That specifies a sequence of micro operations. Instruction and data are stored in memory. Instructions or data is stored in memory. Simply it is called von Neumann architecture. Here von Neumann architecture is there. So the main, simply it is called von Neumann architecture, general architecture of the digital computer. Nowadays we are using all the computer like this von Neumann architecture. So what is the main theme of this von Neumann architecture? Means both the instructions and data are placed inside the single memory only. So once again, von Neumann architecture, the main reason, the concept of this von Neumann architecture is nothing but both instructions and data are stored in the single memory. That is the main simple concept of the von Neumann. Hardwired, compared to this von Neumann, one more architecture is the hardwired, H-A-R-D-V-I-R-E-D, W-I-R-E-D. Hardwired architecture is simply same as it is von Neumann architecture, but the only difference is von Neumann and hardwired architecture means separate instructions, separate data are stored into separate memories. That means instructions are stored into the separate program memory, data is stored into the separate data memory. That is called hardwired architecture. But here von Neumann architecture, instructions, both instruction and data is stored inside the single memory. Coming to the next slide, an instruction code is a group of bits that instruct to the computer to perform specific operation or specific task operation or set of micro operations. Operation code is a part of instruction code, right? This is very important point. Operation code which tells that which type of operation will be implemented on the operands, where operands is the data. For example, that operands always stored into the inside the register or memory locations. That operands, what type of operation will be implemented on the operands, that is called operation code. For example, operation code is nothing but a add, subtraction, multiplication, move, increment, decrement, all are these represented as a operation code. Operation code is a part of instruction code, a group of bits that define such operation as add. Here see the add, subtract, multiply, shift and complement. These are the example operation for the operation code. The operation code must consist of at least n bits for a given 2 power n or less distinct operations. For example, if n bits are 3, 2 power 3 equal to 8 distinct operations. For example, add is the 1, subtraction is the 1, multiply, mul, shift, complement. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 operations are there. Here if it is a 3, like this, these are the 5. If it is a 3, total 8 distinct operations are possible. Sometimes it is less than that distinct operations. 8 equal to 8 or less than 8 operations are possible. Control unit receives the instruction from the memory. Control unit will gives the control signal, depends upon the particular operation, of that instruction. Those instructions are read from the memory. And it is decoded. After decoding, different control signals are generated from the control unit to perform the specific task or that particular operation for that particular instruction only. So depends upon that instruction control signals, that those control signals will execute that particular instruction only, and interprets the operation code bits. It issues a sequence of control signals to initiate micro operations in internal registers. For every operation code, the control issues a sequence of micro operations. An operation code is called micro operation because it specifies a set of micro operations. Instruction code specify also the registers or the memory words for operands and results. Memory words. It is memory words is simply it tells that means the location size. Memory word means this the word means size, memory size, location size. Memory words can be specified by their address. Every location has some its unique address in the form of binary information. Registers can be specified by binary code of k bits, specifying one of 2 power k possible registers, where k is the address bus length. Address bus length, for example, if it is 2 address lines or 2 bits, 2 power 2, 4 possible registers or possible memory words are possible registers or possible memory words. That means 4 possible locations or 4 possible locations inside that memory. That memory consists of 4 possible locations. Sometimes those locations simply it is called as memory words or possible registers, because that location also it will represents in rectangular boxes, so that it is simply it is called as a register. Inside that every location has inside flip-flops also there. With the help of flip-flops only we are going to store that binary information. Each computer has its own instruction code format. Each computer means different processors are there. Depends upon the processor, that instruction code format is also different. Next, coming to the simple computer organization. Simple computer organization, it's one register, an instruction code format with 2 parts, operation code and address. Address tells the control where to find an operand from the memory. Where operand is nothing but data, simply it is called data. Our aim is to always we are going to searching the data where the data is found from the memory or input device, or wherever the device is there, storage devices. From those devices only we are going to always we are detecting the data where the data is flow or where data is transfer from one place to another or one module to another module. So this is our aim is to the inside computer entire world is a computer world is depends upon the around the complete where the data is transferred from one place to another. So control reads 16-bit instruction from the program memory. Control reads in the sense read signal. With the help of read signal we are going to receive 16-bit instruction from the program memory. Inside the program memory, group of instructions are there. From those memory location we are reading 16-bit instruction. It uses that 16-bit instruction uses 12 bits address part of the instruction to read 16-bit operand from the data memory. So here I will give the clear explanation about this sentence. See here. So this is a stored program concept. Here 12-bit address. For example, if it is a memory so is classified into 2 categories. One is the program memory, second one is the operands. Simply it is called a program memory. Program, that inside program number of instructions are there. So this one here a data memory or a data separately you can call it as a operands. This is the operand memory. See here 16-bit instructions are read from here, from these memory. Here 16-bit operands or data are read from here, this one, right? Any computer instruction it has some 16-bit length. That means always it will shows in rectangular boxes like this, 0 to 15. That means the total length is 16-bit. So here the total 16-bit is divided into 2 fields. One is the address field, second one is the opcode field. So 0 to 11 bits, that means 12 bits is allocated for address information and 12 to 15 bits is represented as opcode. So another 15 bits is simply it is called as the I field. Later I will explain the separate 15th field. So 12 to 15 field, 12 to 15 bits which represents the opcode. For example, add instruction format address to 4096 word data memory. For example, so first instruction is read from the this memory, read from this memory locations. That instruction will store into the instruction format. From this instruction format, address is generated. With the help of this address, we are going to point outing or selecting or highlighting one location in this memory. We are going to selecting one location in the memory. That particular location, some operands are there. That operand means some bytes of information. That bytes of information complete sequence of that 16-bit information. If it is a word size is directly 16-bit, so that at a time one location 16-bit will stored into the this binary operand register. Or if it is a word size is 8-bit, word size is 8-bit, at a time subsequently two locations of the data will stored into the binary operand. So this memory location consists of the memory size is 4096. That means 12 address lines we are using. 4096 means 4K memory. So if the memory size is 4K, so that how many address lines are needed to access this complete memory means 2 power 12 equal to 4K. 2 power 12, where to power value is 12 is nothing but address bus length, which is used to access all the memory locations in the memory. So here this multiplication symbol is there. This is not a multiplication symbol. Simply it is called as 4096 by 16. By 16 in the sense this is the word size or location size. That means this is the size of the memory. The size of the memory. The size of the memory is 16. The total number of locations 4096 locations. Each location size is 16-bit length. That is the representation of the memory size. Next one, an operation is performed with the memory operand and the content of AC. Not only any operation, but some operation, majority of the operation is performed with the memory operand and the content of AC, accumulator. Here process register, accumulator or AC. AC is a very important register compared to remaining register. So always it acts as a highest priority accessing speed compared to remaining register. So always the AC which provides input to the processor for the processing, that means calculation purpose. After processing, the result is generated. After generation of the result, this processor register AC will comes into the picture. It will holds that result. That means it has a very highest accessing speed compared to remaining register. Simply the conclusion is that any register is maximum capacity is 16-bit. The 16-bit register is categorized into two fields, opcode and operand. Opcode which tells that different operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, like this. Address field which tells that which found the operand data from the data memory locations. Right, these are the two different parts. The complete program instruction is stored into the program memory, data parts are stored into the data memory. After pointing any one of the location, that complete 16-bit data information is stored into the 16-bit register, binary operand. So coming to the next one, next slide. When the second part of the instruction code specifies an operand, the instruction is said to have an immediate operand. Here, in this case, binary operand. So coming to the once again this diagram, operand, how we are going to reading that operand data, and that data is transferred to binary register. Binary operand register means with the help of following three accesses. One is immediate address access and a direct address. One is immediate address access, next direct address, third one is the indirect address. Immediate operand means directly you can read the 16-bit information from these locations inside this one. So if it is a direct address, in the sense direct memory is generated. With the help of that memory, we are going to selecting or pointing or highlighting that particular location. From that location, we are reading 16-bit data information. That information is stored into the binary operand register. Indirect address means which generates one address. That address consists of another address. That means address itself another address is there. So whatever the data we are going to finding, that data is almost that address, particular data address is acts as a offset address. How we are going to generating offset address, in the sense with the help of direct or indirect addresses. The second part specifies a memory location where the address of the operand is found. So here the small representation of the direct and indirect addresses. Let us see the small example. Here the computer instruction is there, 0 to 11 bits address and 12 to 14 bits opcode, and 15th bit I field which represents as which indicates either direct address or indirect address, like this. 15th bit, only single bit. Total register size is 16 bit. Coming to this one, if I field equal to 0, which denotes direct address. If the I field equal to 1, which denotes indirect address. So coming to this one, how we are going to perform this addition operation? Our aim is to performing addition operation here. In this case, direct address case and indirect address case. In the direct address case, here the computer instruction is like this. Example computer instruction. The computer instruction is stored inside the memory is like this. So 22 is acts as an address field. So in this address location, the instruction is like this. In this instruction, address field is there. That address field is 457. So the control memory control circuit which generates the address like this 457. So with here from this address, the cursor will checks where the 457 address is there. In that 457, operand is available. This 457 is acts as a effective address. So if effective address is found, that operand is directly read from this memory and it is passed to the ALU for the executing. So this addition will be implemented inside the ALU block. So here operand data is transferred to the ALU for the processing. So one more input is needed for the addition operation. That input information is read from the accumulator, and one operand from the memory location, another operand from the register. So combination of both inputs. Now we are going to performing addition operation. Addition operation will generate some result. That result will stored into the accumulator. That means accumulator before addition operation, it will provide some information for the input for the processing. After addition, the result is generated. That result is stored into the inside. The result is stored inside the accumulator. So accumulator is a processor register. Inside that equal length of binary sequence. That means if it is a 16-bit length, that equal number of bits inside flip-flops are there. Every flip-flop which holds the binary information. Coming to the indirect address, same as it is. First of all, our aim is to find out the effective address where we are going to generating effective address. So this is the direct manner. 457 is the direct address. So in the direct address, 1 byte of operation, that means byte of data is available. That data is added with the accumulator input. So coming to this one, 35 is the address. In that address, 300 is a address. In 300 address, one more address is available. That means pointer to the operand. This is the effective address. This 1350 is acts as a address itself. 1350 acts as a effective address. 1350. After pointing this location, if the cursor is points this address, automatically this location is selected or highlighted or pointed. After highlighting, read signal will generated. With the help of read signal, we are going to reading the data and it is placed into the bus. This bus will carries to the ALU for the processing. Again same operation for one more input. Accumulator will provide accumulator input data with the help of memory data. One is memory data, another one is the register data. So with the help of these two data, the ALU will generate, that means which process the addition operation. After processing, that result is generated. The generated result will stored into the accumulator. This is the direct and indirect address sequences. So coming to the next slide, computer register.